Yo, this is your boy Skateboard B, and I sincerely want to apologize before I get started on this video to not all, but some people found it very offensive when I said that certain videos were too long, and I agree, I did not mean to trigger people by saying that, but I can see why it can. I apologize for that, because if it wasn't for those videos, I wouldn't have learned how to do these stuff in the first place. So I will shoot a link in the description below, giving you the original video where I learned all this information from. So thank you, and let's try to move on, but I sincerely apologize. Thank you again. Alright, let's get this started. So on my last video, I mentioned about these three core stats, and how I mentioned that these three core stats are very important to the gameplay style that you play. So the way that I play this trickster has me utilizing bonus firepower, close range damage, cooldown reductions. Let's just say you were a technomancer, then maybe you would want to go with long range and then close range and like life leech, or if you're a devastator, anomaly power, you know, etc. Like it's whatever your gameplay style is. But since I use these skills, hunt the prey, twisted rounds, venator's knife, they kind of come back fairly quickly. And so with that is the reason why I roll with bonus firepower and close range damage and cooldown reductions all across the board, because that's how I can utilize the way my build is. With that said, I was unfortunate these past few days. I've been grinding my ass off and I can't find a chess piece that I can get with these three main core stats with a good mod roll. So now let's get into the mods. So let's say you can't get lucky enough to get two mods on one item that you need. Well, if that's the case, like for example my chess piece, I do not use adrenaline, I do not use that ability. So I would prefer to use an ability right now that you can unlock called aim down the barrel or aim down the sight. So unfortunately I can't put it on right now. So with that said, you're gonna want vampiric mag, thirst for blood, and on your gun, ultimate bleeding bullets. Those are gonna be the three main mods that you want on your guns, because since you have bleeding bullets, killing shots on enemies afflicted with bleed replenishes 50% of your ammo in your magazine. That's vampiric mag. Basically after every kill shot, you're gonna get 50% of your ammo back. It doesn't work amazingly, but it's pretty damn efficient, to the point to where it got me all the way up to tier 13, 14, no problem. And then the other mod that you want that's important is thirst for blood. Killing enemies with a weapon that are afflicted with bleed basically gives you lifesteal. It gives you 40% leech for 10 seconds. So those are the three main mods that you want. And like I said, if you can't get lucky enough to get these two on one item, you know, replace a mod on your glove that will have a vampiric mag or thirst for blood. Those three are the main core mods that you are definitely gonna want on your gear. And for the other mods, you are going to be rolling with Bloodlust, which basically gives you 17,000 firepower, and it stacks up to 3 times, and it deteriorates every 10 seconds. So it's a big amount of damage. The next one is going to be called Crit Stack, and crit shots are basically headshots or limb shots, and if you can land 5 in a row or stack up 5 times, you will basically stack up 7,000 firepower on top of 3,000 anomaly power. That's another huge damage boost. Another mod you're gonna want is mitigation from death. Killing enemies while aiming down the sight grants 45,000 armor for 10 seconds, and it stacks up to 3 times. So basically for 10 seconds you're unkillable. It's really an amazing mod. And this is I also roll with Sharp Eye, and Sharp Eye is basically while you're aiming down the sight you will gain 16,000 firepower, and it stacks up to 3 times. But let's just say you don't have Sharp Eye because you haven't dismantled the legendary gun to get it, because that's what you're going to need to do in order to get this mod. I'll be explaining that in a future video on how to get these mods. So if you don't have this mod, go with Crit Stack instead. But if you do have the option to go with Sharp Eye, go with Sharp Eye instead. For your gun, you're gonna be going for Killing Spree on your second mod, which is also unlocked by dismantling another legendary gun, which actually fortunately comes with this gun, and end game it sells it at the vendor. So you're gonna be safe to get this pretty easily. You just kind of have to reach end game. And yeah, that's it. So other than that, make sure that these 3 important mods, Vampiric Mag, Thirst for Blood, and Ultimate Bleeding Bullets, are on top of these other mods that I just mentioned. With that, you should be super safe, and you should be able to play so pretty effectively. Now, this is what your class skills are going to be set up on your tree, and if you look at them, see, it gives me cooldowns on those specific abilities that I use on top of my cooldown reduction that I already have with my gear. And if you look at the stats, see, it increases my close range damage. See, increases my close range damage. It increases close range again, increases your shotgun weapon damage. So, you know, basically the tree is just going off of what my 3 core stats are and what guns I use in the gameplay I play. And that's basically it, what I roll with to make it all the way to tier 15. And it was relatively easy up till like maybe tier 13. But yeah, so there you go. That's how you get it done. And I'll make sure to put a link in the video for people who want to see the original video that I got all this information from. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.